Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil back with yet another Shuumatsu no Valkyrie Record of Ragnarok video. Today, we are going to be talking about that boy Buddha and why he's probably most likely going to win round 6. Now, yes, I dropped the video, like a week ago about why we shouldn't underestimate Zero. Why Zero is the fusion of 7 gods, one of which was already qualified to fight in the tournament on his own, why he's the god killer, and why this dude is probably going to be very, very strong, and he might give a good match to my boy Buddha. But today's video is gonna be for all the Buddha boys out there on why Buddha is most likely, he's clear, he's probably going to win this fight 100%, 99%, which by the way, we're halfway there. It looks like I'm looking at my calendar right now. We're halfway there, I think, till we see another chapter of Record of Ragnarok. I'm excited, you're excited, we're all excited. Maybe we get a double chapter? Is that wishful thinking? I know we were getting a few double chapters in that one time span. We were getting some double chapters. Is it too much to ask for a double chapter? Maybe we see one. I don't know, man. I'm excited, man. Round 6 is up there. God versus God fight. The first one we've seen thus far. I do think later down the line of this series, maybe we do see some more God versus God fights. That would be pretty damn sick. I already know, which I'm going to talk about later in this video, Zeus versus Buddha. These guys got beef. Buddha versus Loki. These guys got beef. Do we see these guys fight in the tournament or potentially outside of the tournament? Do we see more gods like Buddha switch up sides and go to the sides of the humans, or maybe vice versa? Maybe some humans go the other way. Do we see some switch ups happening? Maybe we do, man. Maybe we get a whole arc outside of the tournament. I don't know, man. I'm thinking outside the box right now. Somebody stop me. Guys, Buddha, why he's gonna win this fight. Without further ado, let's do this shit. Now, before we even talk about the immense power level, the strength that this boy Buddha has, his feats, all that great stuff, the fact that he wanted to take on Loki and the 7 lucky gods on his own, the fact that he wanted to do all that shit, before we even talk about that, we have to acknowledge the amount of plot armor that this dude Buddha has, bro. There's no way this man Buddha is losing without all of this plot stuff getting resolved. There's just no way, man. Everything with Loki, Zeus, all that stuff, Buddha's gonna win just based off that alone, let alone the strength that we're gonna see in this fight and this guy has, let alone all that stuff. All the plot armor on this dude Buddha, it's just too much. He's going to win, hands down, for sure. I think Zeus is the coolest topic to talk about for sure, because you saw the absolute rage, the fucking anger on this dude Zeus when Buddha switched up, what was it, 2 chapters ago, when he switched up and said, hey, I'm fighting for the humans. You saw how pissed off Zeus was, man. Dude, I'm calling it right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with me on this one. Zeus and Buddha, they're gonna fight. They are gonna fight at some point in this series. 100%, man. I'm calling it right now. They will definitely fight. If not in the tournament, which would be sick, they're gonna fight outside of the tournament for sure, and that would cause a lot of drama, obviously, with the whole Ragnarok situation going on. These guys are gonna fight, and that's the fight I can't wait for. Sure, Zero, like I said before, Zero is not gonna go down without a fight. Zero is going to put up a fight against Buddha. While Buddha is probably going to win, I can't wait to see Buddha and Zeus fight. They are going to fight 100%. And I do think Buddha at some point does fight Loki as well. Obviously, they have beef they have to squash as well. Buddha's already going to squash the beef right now with the 7 lucky gods in the tournament. At some point, he's going to fight Loki as well, and that's going to be sick. Possibly cause tensions with Odin as well. Dude, This is what's so great about this character, man. He really does not give a shit. He doesn't care about any of this, bro. He's down to fight everybody. And it's sick, bro. It's so sick. This is literally the wild card of the whole tournament right here. And there's no way, just based off that alone, this guy does not go down round 1. He just doesn't. Another thing that I would like to bring to your guys' attention is that Buddha, which they tossed this in the chapter, like really quick, they just tossed that shit in there. Buddha created the Volunds, right? He created the whole concept behind the Volunds, obviously a tool that has been being used throughout the whole tournament, and the possibility that we don't use the Volund this fight is really beneficial to the humans, because that means they have one extra Valkyrie who doesn't have to fight and one extra human that doesn't have to fight. However, though, I definitely think, along with a lot of other people, we're going to get some nice lore, some nice background info on how the Volunds were made, how they came about, what led to their existence, all that great stuff. That's a chapter that I'm waiting for, because you know they like to throw some flashbacks, some background lore chapters in these fights. Obviously, Shiva versus Raiden, there were a lot of flashback chapters in that fight for sure. So we're definitely going to get some in this fight as well. And I think when we do get the flashback of Buddha, I think we're going to see a lot of information about these Volunds for sure. And I'm willing to bet that at some point in this fight, Zero kicks Buddha's ass and Buddha has to create a Volund just on the fly or some shit like that in order to conjure enough strength to take down Zero. Because like I said in the past video, I don't think Zero is going to go down easy, man. I think this dude is going to come out swinging on... Like I said, he looks like Kid Buu. This dude is going to be a fucking menace, bro. So I think if we see Buddha use the Volund or the Volund architecture somehow, that would be a pretty cool thing. And I think we're going to get some lore on the Volunds for sure. And I'm willing to bet that he uses the Volund. Maybe his staff is already a Volund. Who knows? I think we see that. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Look out for that. But let's talk about this dude's strength already. Which, to be honest, we don't really know much about Buddha's strength. For all we know, this dude could be completely bluffing. Which, no, I don't think he is. But it's definitely a possibility. But no. We can only speculate about this dude's potential strength, which we know he's going to be strong, right? And also maybe what we can see in his fighting style and all that shit. Obviously, he has the staff. We're going to assume he can use that staff, but he's also a god. And he's probably got some crazy type of speed, reflexes, strength, all that kind of god stuff going on. He's got a lot of that stuff too. But let's talk about all the shit he was talking, because based off this, we can speculate how strong this dude is. So, 7 lucky gods in Loki, right? This dude said he could take them all on his own. And guess what? He's fighting one of them right now, so I think that checks the box of already who he's gonna beat in this fight, right? If he could take on Zero and Loki at once, he's pretty damn strong, if you ask me. So let's put him above that tier right off the bat already. Now, someone we've seen quite a lot of in this manga, someone we've already seen fight, is Zeus. I like to think that Buddha is 100%, he's clear, he's on the level of Zeus, right? It just makes sense at this point. He was already talking his shit to Zeus, saying, hey, let's fight right now, bro. You can't even touch me. He was talking that shit. And Zeus, as we saw, as I mentioned before, Zeus was really pissed off. He switched sides to the humans, all that great stuff. I like to think Zeus and Buddha are on the same tier, for sure. These guys are on the same strength level, if not Buddha, possibly stronger. Again, we'll see in literally a chapter how strong Buddha is. Can't wait for that. But if we flash back, if we go back to Zeus versus Adam, we see that Zeus, the fight wrapped up in a matter of minutes and seconds, bro. That's how quick that fight was. Remember they had the timer, bro? This is, dude, the potential for Buddha versus Zeus is crazy. It's absolutely insane. If these guys have the same amount of speed, reflexes, strength, all that stuff, It's incredible, man. I cannot wait for that. That's where I rank Buddha for sure, on the tier of Zeus. Now, of course, obviously, Adam was able to, you know, get near that level. Not quite to the level of Zeus, but he was able to get near that level of Zeus due to the fact that, you know, he's Adam. And second off, because of the Volunds and because of his powers, his eyes, all that stuff, he was able to get close to Zeus. Not quite at that level. Now, do I see Zero even near the level of Adam? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Like everybody else, I don't want to underestimate Zero, right? Because I already talked about Zero. I already talked about, hey, this dude is a fusion of 7 gods. He's probably going to be really strong, right? But I like to think that Zero could beat Adam. I hope he could at least. I don't know. That's a matchup I didn't really think about until I just said it a few seconds ago. But I'd like to think Zero could beat Adam, right? Because if he couldn't, then Buddha's just going to wash the floor with this dude. No, I think Zero could beat Adam. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want to even get into that right now. But anyways, back to the main point. Zeus and Buddha on the same tier. And for that reason, I think Buddha is definitely clear of Zero. But like I said, and like what I've been trying to preach to all of you, I don't think Zero is going to go down easy. I don't think Buddha one-shot Zero, man. I think Zero puts up a fight, and he might even do some damage to Buddha, man. Like Adam did some damage to Zeus, even though Zeus, you know, at the end of the day, got up and shit because he's Zeus. But I think we see Zero do some damage to Buddha. Not quite the amount of damage that maybe Raiden did to Shiva. A nerfed Shiva at that. But I don't know. I think we see Buddha come out on top for sure. And I cannot wait to see this fight. I do think at the end of the day we see some Volund stuff go down. Because I think that's one of the major things that they're trying to make readers forget about in this fight. Because there's no human, therefore there needs to be no Volund. But I disagree. I think we do see some Volund magic happen in this fight. And the possibilities and the lore implications of this fight, they're kind of interesting. And I'm kind of excited for the flashback chapter, at least Buddha's at least. I don't really care about Zero and all that. But Buddha's flashback chapter, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for sure. Guys, that's the video. Like I said, I think Buddha is definitely clear on this fight. I think 9 times out of 10, more than 9 times out of 10, I think this guy is going to win for sure. But I don't think Zero goes down without a fight. I think we get some nice Volund flashback action. Maybe he uses the Volund somehow in this chapter. And I think in the future of this manga, I definitely think we see Zeus versus Buddha. I think that's a matchup that is definitely going to happen. Maybe he fights Loki at some point too. Maybe he fights Odin at some point too. Who knows? Yo, maybe Buddha just carries the whole tournament and goes to the finals. That's definitely a possibility. Although, that would kind of suck in one sense because the humans aren't really doing anything at that point, are they? So, maybe we do see a human go to the finals. I think that's what we end up seeing at the end of the day. But man, I cannot wait. Guys, we're almost there. We're halfway there until we get another great chapter of Record of Ragnarok. We finally get to see Zero swinging. We get to see Buddha swinging. This is going to be a fun fight, and I cannot wait. Guys, let me know down below. Let me know your thoughts down below about what you think about Buddha, and what do you think his powers, his abilities, all that great shit. What do you think he's going to use in this fight? You think he's just going to swing his staff around? No, I think he's going to use some cool god-like abilities, speed, reflexes, strength, the Volunds. I think he's going to use that shit and come out on top against Zero. And let me know, where do you think we see Buddha after this fight? Do we think we see him in the tournament still? Maybe he hops out of the tournament. Who knows? Or do we see him in the back fighting against Zeus, fighting Loki, or carrying the humans throughout this tournament? Let me know. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.